Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Gemini. What's going on in Gemini's energy? What should Gemini know? Please and thank you. Ooh, Gemini, the first card out is the Sun. That's high vibration. That's happiness, contentment. Coming out of Hermit mode. Look at that. Hermit is coming out in reverse. Oops, lost a card. Let's see if I can get it. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups coming out. I'm hearing that there's something around you that you're not happy with, and you're going to make some changes. You're moving forward. For one of you, you've been working too hard, and now you're tired. You want to do something different. Get into something different. Maybe you've been working way too much. Doing too much, working too hard and not getting enough pay. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody's working really hard and not getting enough pay. So it's causing you to get behind on bills, okay? Something like that. And that might be confirmation for one of you, all right? So I'm hearing that you have been holding a lot on your shoulders, okay? Way more than the normal person should be carrying, okay? So you have a lot of stress on your shoulders, carrying a lot of stuff. I mean, you just been going through a really rough time. This could be financially, this could be in relationships as well, or it could be financially and it's affecting your relationships because of the stress level. I do feel like something's been going on around you, Gemini, where things have been really one-sided. Like you've been carrying this huge load, and the other person has been just laying back, chilling out, not really worried about anything, and you've just been carrying a huge load. Not sure who this person is. It's not telling me who this person is, but let's keep going. But whatever it is, this is somebody who's draining your energy, okay? Or this could be a job that's draining your energy and causing you to take on a lot of responsibility. Strength card is coming out. I feel like you're a lot stronger. You're a very strong person. You're a lot stronger than anybody expected. Okay, now we do have the Two of Cups. This is in a relationship. Okay, so this could be, yeah, it's showing a relationship. You pouring your cup into somebody, and I feel like it's been very one-sided. Like you've been just doing a lot of work for somebody. Yes, okay. Now it's coming out. So you've been putting in a lot of work, more than your share, right? That's what I'm hearing. You've been putting in way more than your share, and now there's this new beginning coming around the corner because you're not happy with how things have been working. You're not happy with how things have been turning out, okay? Now I do see here that somebody is spying on you, right? Because they know that you're about to walk away. They see you getting ready to turn your back on them. Remember that there's no timestamp on these readings, guys. This could be a past situation. But you are definitely okay, just so you know, the Sun card is the first card out. So that is the strongest card in this reading. So what I feel from that is that everything that you do from now on is going to be something that is going to bring you joy. Okay, all the stress that you've been going through, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, right? So you've been going through this hardship, you've been carrying all this stuff, you're ending it. Okay, because I'm seeing that 10 come out, you're ending it. I feel like things have been unfair for you. Things have been very one-sided. So if this is it is with the relationship. So it makes me feel like you've been putting in all the work and nobody else has been doing that. So I just feel like you're letting go of something here. Okay, you're playing it safe. That's what I'm hearing. Letting go of toxicity. You're done with it. Okay. But something here is still unbalanced. And to tell you the truth, Gemini, I feel like it's your, with the sun and the hermit in reverse, it makes me feel like it has something to do with you feeling like you can't connect with other people. Not in the way that you would want to connect with other people. Okay? So there's definitely something going on where maybe you're feeling left out, or you're just so busy carrying this huge load on your shoulders that you just cannot connect with other people, right? The thing about that is that when you have a difficult time with connecting with other people, it can affect a lot of things in your life, not just your mental health, but it can affect your verbal skills, your verbal cues, and of course your mental health, right? Because if you're not able to really connect with other people and talk about things that are going on in your life, and just being able to share, having somebody to talk to and have that person understand you and relate to what you're saying, can really have long-term effects on your health, okay? So for one of you, you might have an eating disorder and it's coming out, and I think this has come out before. I'm seeing some kind of eating disorder, okay? Now, I do feel that there is a new beginning coming around the corner here for you, that Ace of Cups energy. Something's about to change, okay? This road that you're on is not the road that you're supposed to be on. Like, you're this is something that is not supposed to be happening, okay? For one of you, you might be working two jobs, like working long hours, like crazy hours, and you're just not able to find the time to connect with other people because you're so exhausted from working so much. You might be having difficulty paying bills, and that's why you're having to work so hard, right? I do see somebody here is like watching you, investigating you. So I would be very cautious with that. With that coming out, we also have the 10 of Cups coming out in reverse. So this could be like a family member that you've had problems with. Maybe this is somebody who has taken taking you for granted, and not just taking you for granted, but like there's that you had a bond with that person, and now that bond is deteriorating, that bond is disappearing, and because of that you might be feeling the effects of that. For one of you in a love connection, okay, this could be somebody who's watching you, spying on you, right? And the same thing, that bond has broken, that it's disappearing, you're not feeling connected to that person anymore, and it might have something to do with that person, you just seeing that there's no future with that person, because it's like you're putting in all this work and that person hasn't been putting in any work. Okay. And for one of you, I do see you working two jobs. I feel like you're working two jobs and you've just been going through a really rough time trying to keep this connection going, trying to stay afloat financially. And it's just been like this crazy stress on your shoulders. And this is where you're leaving behind that stressful situation, and you're moving forward into something new, okay? Like you're hoping that the future will be better somewhere else, okay? Now with the 7 of coins and the temptation in reverse, I do feel like you're letting go. You're letting go of toxicity. You're letting go of everything that's no longer serving you anymore, okay? That's what I'm hearing. You're letting go. You're tired of it. I think you're more into looking for something more exciting to do, or something that's going to make you feel better. Like you feel like you have enough on your plate. You don't need that person around to constantly be arguing with you. Maybe this person has been arguing with you, okay? Causing that tower moment. There is a tower moment that's coming up. There is a tower moment, and it's inevitable. That tower moment has to happen because in order for things to get better, things have to fall apart. Okay? It's just the way it is. And because of that person not wanting to put their part in Like you're on that boat and you're the only person who's pedaling, and that person's just sitting there like like they're the queen or something, or the king or something, right? That tower moment has to happen in order for things to get better. Hmm. And it could be because that person is actually looking at this relationship more of an investment instead of a connection. And I feel like over here, you want something stronger. You want that deeper connection with somebody, and this person just can't give it to you because to them, this is an investment and not a connection. That they might not have that craving that you have for a deeper connection with somebody. Okay, you want a friend, a lover, something like that. Okay, you want something that is going to be deeper for you. You want to be able to lay your head down and rest and enjoy your time with somebody. Okay, I do feel like at the outcome of this is that that person is going to feel like you're being unfair. That person is going to look at you like, why are you changing, Gemini? Everything was working out fine. Why are you changing? But Gemini, it's not you that's changing. I feel like this is something that you've always wanted. You've always wanted a fair exchange of give and take between you and that person. You've always wanted a deeper connection. You know, you've always wanted to be able to have that bond with somebody, and I think for a while there, you did have that bond with this person, or at least you felt that you had that bond with that person, only to find out that this relationship is just an investment to that person. It's just a means of being able to get the bills paid or be able to have money for food or whatever it is, right? Like to them, this is just an investment that, somewhere down the road, things are going to be really good or whatever it is, right? Unfortunately, I do feel like you're going to end up pushing this person away after this tower moment because that's how it's coming out. Okay. And I do feel like it's you. I mean, it could be them, but do put the energy where it belongs, Gemini. It does look like it's you. You're just going to end up pushing that person away. And then I feel like this person knows it. They see it. They just don't know what to do about it. Like they see the wall coming. They're heading toward that brick wall, but they just don't know what to do to stop it. Well, what they need to do is connect with you, but they don't know how. So it makes me feel like, well, it makes me think that, that deeper connection that you had before wasn't really there. Because if it was, this person would know what's going on with you, and they don't. See, once you have a deep connection, you tend to pick up on the other person's feelings and what's going on with that person. So they should know, but they don't. They should know what needs to be done to keep this from happening, but they don't know, and that's the problem. I hope I'm making sense. And in a weird sense, in a weird way, it's like this person is upset because they feel like you're not fighting for them. Like you should be fighting for them, but you're not. And maybe you are, but you're just doing it in your own way. You know what I mean? You might be dealing with the Libra. I'm seeing here that you see everything clearly now, or you will be. Okay? Like you will be. You'll be seeing everything clearly now. And it's like the further down this road that you go, the more clearer you're seeing. And this person, they just don't understand that. They don't understand it. They just don't understand where you're coming from. That you don't want to be in that mental stress, in that mental state of constantly feeling stressed or constantly feeling like everything has to be on your shoulders, everything has to be on you. Like they just don't understand that. I feel like this person's in denial. And I feel like you're in the process of letting go of all the pain, and you're frustrated and tired of not being able to communicate with this person about how you feel about things. You know, I feel like you're accepting that as long as you stay in that relationship, things will always be unfair. Things will always be unbalanced. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like you're accepting it. Now, somebody here, this could be a past situation where you just had to, realize that that person was just never going to be able to connect with you in the way that you've always wanted. And the problem with that is that when they're when that when you're not able to connect with another party is communication, there's no communication. The communication part dwindles, and that becomes this, it's like a married couple and both people are lonely, but they both live in the same house, but they're lonely. They're lonely because they're not connecting with each other, right? I'm not saying that you were living with this person, okay? I actually don't see anything here that indicates that you were living with this person, but it did leave you lonely, okay? And the whole thing about working and working and working just to pay the bills was like being a robot, you know? It's an empty life. So I do see down the road, I feel like you're going to be able to look at the positive side of this and look at it like, okay, it was a lesson learned. Okay, this is something that, I had to go through, that kind of thing. Something about you accepting the bad news. Hmm. For one of you, I see you accepting that that person had secrets that they weren't sharing with you. You're going to find out that they had secrets and you're going to be like, okay, I accept it now. You're going to accept it and you're going to be able to move on out of this cycle. Okay. Anything else here for Gemini? This might be a past situation that you went through where, it was hard, but you loved so hard. That's the thing, Gemini. I mean, the love that you had for this person was huge. You're going to have a new beginning. A new beginning is coming around the corner at this full energy. You do have a new beginning coming. And I feel very strongly that it's going to be an exciting adventure for you. Okay, this new exciting adventure is like what's next? What's coming next? You're going to end up in this full energy and you're just going to feel really good, adventurous, youthful. It's like all that stress that you've been carrying and frustration from this relationship is going to make you feel light. And I'm hearing light. I'm hearing um young again, you know, energetic again, ready for the next chapter, enthusiastic about the next chapter. You're just going to look at the world and be like, okay, I know there's more out there for me, kind of energy, right? That's what I'm getting from that card. Like, yeah, you're going to be like, I know there's more out there for me. And you're going to just be really enthusiastic about it. And you're going to feel good. You're going to feel wonderful getting out of that chapter, getting away from that person. That person is not going to take it very easily. So be expecting that. Already as it is, I see this person has been spying on you. So I could see this person turning on you. Remember I said I feel like you're dealing with a Libra? It's crazy because they're coming out as a Libra again. Um, so I do feel like this person is very greedy, very selfish. Okay? And even if you try to explain to them how you feel about how you're everything's so one-sided, like even if you tell them, this person is not going to accept it, right? Because everything's about them. Very selfish energy, okay? So do be expecting this person to keep coming back around because they feel like they can win one over on you. And this is the kind of person who To tell you the truth, for one of you, I'm catching that this person targeted you to be in this position. And what I'm seeing here, it's like they targeted you because of your body language. Okay, maybe you slouch a lot. Maybe you're always apologizing for things that you shouldn't be apologizing for. It's just things like that that this person was looking for to get into a relationship with somebody just like you. Okay, somebody that they can just like put there. It's kind of like being put on a shelf. Like they were like, okay, I'm gonna love bomb on you, and you're just gonna come in, and now I'm gonna put you on the shelf. And that's what this person did. It's kind of like you got put on the shelf, but not literally. I'm talking about metaphorically. Like you got put on the shelf where there was no connection, no communication, no, and even if you did try to communicate with this person, more likely it ended in an argument. Okay. It's, or there was some kind of backlash or something, like because you're trying to open up and talk, this person would like snap back at you or something because what you were saying is something that this person can't give you. Okay, so like what you're looking for and what you want is something that this person just cannot give you because this person is so selfish. It really is all about them. So it's like you were supposed to be like some kind of slave or something, and you're not supposed to be able to say anything or talk or do anything. You're just supposed to work, work, work. For another one of you, like if you didn't have two jobs, maybe you just had one job, right? But you still had to go home and clean and cook and or do things, and even if you're a guy, because I've heard of situations where guys have found themselves in this kind of situation where they would go home and the person just sitting there watching TV all day, you know, or whatever it is that they're doing. I'm not exactly seeing that. Like this person sat on the on the sofa all day. It's not coming out, but where things just were not getting done. Like where's this person putting their energy? Where are they putting their time? Right? And that person, like I've heard of stories where men would have to go home and clean and cook and wash clothes and do all this stuff, and the women weren't doing anything. As a matter of fact, there was a couple I saw on YouTube where the man had to go home. He just got off of like a 12-hour shift, and he had to go home, change his kids' diapers, give them a bath, and start cleaning the house because his wife wouldn't do it. And they had a beautiful home, and she didn't have a job. So you know, it is what it is, right? So, anyways, this person is not going to let you go easily, Gemini, just so you know. Okay? Do be expecting this person to come out in your readings again. Know that you were targeted because of, how you are. Maybe you slouch a lot. Maybe you apologize a lot. Maybe you overshare too much too quickly, because you felt like there was a strong connection with this person, and that person saw you and they're like, okay, this is gonna be my person. This is gonna be the person that's gonna, do everything. This is gonna be the person that's gonna clean my house and pay my bills. Be very one-sided, right? So do pay attention to the unspoken cues that you give to other people. I think that's going to be the biggest lesson here in this cycle, okay? Is to be very cautious with the unspoken cues that you give other people. Because without realizing it, you invited, oh, this person is attacking my throat chakra. Um, because without you realizing it, you were inviting this kind of person into your life. And I'm not saying that went out and looked for this kind of person. No, but because of your nonverbal cues, this person targeted you. And that's what I'm hearing. Okay. So sit up straight. Stop apologizing for things that are not your fault. Um, and don't overshare too much. You don't have to tell everything. And I can't pick up on anything else there was. I mean, it just seems to be those three things. Why you got targeted from this person and why you ended up feeling completely alone in their company. Okay, because I'm getting that too. Like you felt completely alone around them and like everything was one-sided. Well, It was one-sided. That's the problem. There's nothing wrong with how you feel. I feel like this person probably made you feel like, it wasn't, like your concerns weren't legit, but they are, Gemini. Okay? Anyways, guys, this is your reading. I do hope this helps you in some kind of way. Getting away, if you're still stuck in this with this person, getting away is going to put you in that full energy, which is a good thing, okay? Because it's not like you're going to be a fool, but it's the energy of the fool, which is somebody who's excited and adventurous and ready for the next chapter and feeling very lighthearted and ready to take risk and ready to venture out into the world. It's a very youthful energy. So once you get away from that person, you're going to feel in that energy of the fool, right? And that's what I'm getting. And that person, when you walk away, they're going to become the Empress in reverse. So be expecting that, because she's going to be spiteful. She's going to be or it could be a he, right? A he in the feminine energy is going to be a queen bee biatch, that kind of energy. So be ready for that, because once that person finds out that they're not going to be getting their way, I guarantee you that person is going to be like totally freaking out. Okay. So, and I already see them spying on you. So yeah, it's going to get crazy. Anyways, guys, catch me in the next one. I hope this helps you in some way. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.